Welcome to this Q&A session with Sarah McCallum, a specialist in identity and fraud prevention solutions at Experian. Today, we delve into some of the most common questions associated with PEPs and sanction screening process. Sarah, what are the biggest challenges your clients currently face?
Thanks, Irina. So there are a number of challenges that organisations might encounter when carrying out a PEP and sanctions check. These challenges include consolidating a view of all the relevant lists. There are hundreds of sanctions lists across the globe, as well as hundreds of countries with their own PEPs lists. Once they've consolidated this view, another challenge is making sure that these lists are kept up to date, as there could be changes to each of those individual lists on a daily basis. Finally, organisations need to ensure that the checks they're carrying out are robust enough to comply with their own market regulations at both the point of application and throughout the life cycle of a customer's account.
Thanks, Sarah. And how can you make sure that the data for PEPs and sanctions that you are checking is that most up-to-date information?
Yeah, this could be really challenging for an organisation if they look to pull together that data themselves, as they're going to need to check against multiple data sources on a daily basis to ensure that they're checking against the most up-to-date data. However, there are actually companies out there that consolidate all the PEP and sanctions lists into one place, standardizing the data and pulling it all into the same format. This then allows organizations to check against one consolidated data source, which is being kept up to date.
And what about name variations and data inaccuracies? What is the best way to deal with that?
This is a really great question. As to comply with regulations, organizations really need to consider name variations as well as take into account data inaccuracies. To overcome this, a level of fuzzy matching should be carried out.
And what is fuzzy matching?
So fuzzy matching is a technique used to find similar names within a data source. It can look for matches where some of the characters might have been inserted, deleted, or even substituted, as well as looking for cases where a forename, a middle name, and a surname could have been inverted. Some examples of this are Lucas, which could be spelt with a C, or it could be spelt with a K, depending on regional variations. Also, the name Mohammed could actually have several different spelling variations. If organisations only look for direct matches, there's a chance that the other potential matches could be missed.
Some great examples here, thank you. And what if the client wants to incorporate their PEPs and sanctions checks into their wider identity and fraud checks? What is the best way to do that?
With the right orchestration software, a PEP and sanctions check could be carried out at the same time and combined with other essential identity and fraud checks. For example, a PEP and sanctions check could be combined with a document verification check, an email check, and a fraud check, so organisations have a complete view of the potential risk associated with an individual before they look to onboard them as a customer.
Absolutely. That's where the market is going, and having a robust orchestration solution is absolutely key. How Experian can help clients to improve their PEPs and sanction screening process?
So Experian have just launched a new PEP and sanctions screening service that's available on CrossCore, providing organisations with a really simple and reliable solution to carry out these checks. It can be combined with other services that are already available on our CrossCore platform to help clients carry out a comprehensive identity and fraud check.
Thank you, Sarah, for sharing this insight with our audience today. If you would like to find out more about CrossCore Watchlist screening and how it can support your organization, please visit Experian website and simply get in touch with our local team. Thank you and goodbye.